So as you guys probably know already, the jailbreak update has been out for a couple days now, and so far I've seen a lot of people wondering how this update is compared to other updates in Jailbreak's history, and if this update that we just got is actually good. So that's why I'm making this video, so I can show you guys the best updates that Jailbreak has ever had, so that we can see if this new Jailbreak map expansion update is actually as good as some of the other updates in Jailbreak's history. One last thing I do want to mention, all of the updates in this video are at the same level. So just imagine it as a tier list. There's the top tier, the bottom tier, and the middle tier. All of the updates here are at the top tier, so they're all at an even level. And this is only 10 of the best updates. There are more. I'm just not going to mention them all because then this video would be too long. Now let's not waste any more time and let's go ahead and jump into this. So first up here we have the jewelry store update in 2017, which obviously brought in the new jewelry store robbery, which is still a famous robbery to this day. It also brought in one of the most famous vehicles in Jailbreak, the Bugatti Veyron, which has now been replaced by the other famous Bugatti, which is called the Chiron. Next up here we have the two garage updates in 2017 and 2019. The first one removed the boxes from the wall of the garage and instead made it so that you had to customize your vehicle from a UI. And then in 2019 they added in the feature to spawn your vehicles, which is now a pretty important part of Jailbreak to this day. And in that update, they also revamped the garage GUI once again. Now here in 2018, we have the museum update, which obviously added in the museum, along with the classic car bag holding system and the two collectors at the volcano base. Early in 2022, they obviously revamped the museum and retired the classic car, making it off sale and not purchasable, and it will probably have its value shown in the trading update, which is coming later this year. Later in 2018, we have the weapon update, which obviously completely scrapped the old weapon code and added in the code that we know to this day. And obviously this may seem like a pretty small update, but since combat is a big part of Jailbreak, this obviously changed combat a lot, and it made it much better to fight off the opposite team. Let me put clips of the two gun systems here on the screen so you guys can compare the two and see how much this revamp update actually changed the gun system. Now in 2020, we have the March update, which added in the new Bugatti Chiron, revamped guns, 3 new guns, gun skins, and many other things. But the main thing about this update that made it one of the best updates is the fact that it added in vehicle retiring and vehicle interiors. Vehicle retiring is helpful because then Asimo and Bad CC started making more limited time vehicles, and interiors obviously make vehicles more detailed and maybe better to drive in some ways because of the interior. I've also heard that interiors actually make it easier to drive on mobile, so that's pretty good. Later in 2020, we have the fall update, which basically buffed all of the robberies and made lots of people rich. Unfortunately, later in that month, they nerfed all of them back down to normal. And in that update, they also added in the blade replacement, which was the drone. They also added in a few other things like mobile improvements and stuff for new players, and lots of other things too, and it was just overall a good update. A little bit before the fall update in 2020, we have the balance update, which basically just balanced out the gameplay, because before this update, gameplay was going downhill like crazy. Criminals were extremely overpowered because of the jetpack, and the Volt Bike and all of that stuff. And this update basically just saved the gameplay from going downhill even more and made it so that cops get more cash, and they also made it so that cops have a better time at arresting criminals. Now in 2021 we got the Tomb update, which was really cool. We got the new tomb robbery, which was amazing. They didn't say anything about the robbery, so it was super fun finding all the secrets in the robbery because they didn't say anything about it until release. So it was really fun robbing it for the first time because we did not know how to do anything in there. And then they also added in season 4, which basically added in the Rattler. It was a really cool season. They revamped the military base. They added in a new nuke skin. They added in a limited time spoiler for those who robbed the tomb, which is still available, by the way, so I recommend going and getting it. They retired the dune buggy, which hyped up a lot of people, and then they did a lot of other things. So it was a really big update, and I really liked this update because it was super fun finding all the secrets in it. And then in fall of 2021, we got the season 6 fall update, which wasn't a big update by itself, but it added in some good things. The reason this is one of the best updates is because it added in VIP server commands, which is really helpful for streamers, but it also added in season 6 Race to the Top, which is probably by far the best season, and here's why. It's because the contracts were extremely easy and you leveled up extremely quickly, and the level 10 reward, which was the Big Net, had an extremely top speed. It actually has the same performance as the Bugatti Chiron, which costs $500,000. And since the contracts were super easy, that kind of made it like extremely easy to get. And since it had the same performance as the Chiron, it kind of made it a free Chiron, just with a different model and different handling and stuff. Obviously you still had to work for it for a few days, but it was really easy to get, and you didn't even have to pay for it once you were at level 10, so it was really good. I believe the top speed of it is actually like 260 to 270 miles per hour, so it's really good. They also added in the leaderboards and the top 5% rewards, so it was really good for people that like competing against others in seasons. So it was really good. Now last up here we have the 5-year anniversary update. I don't even have to explain what was in this update because it's still on the game page, I believe, so you could go check it out for yourself. But it just expanded the map. It added in a new casino robbery. It did a lot of other things. They revamped the roads, so it's much easier to get to the top speed of vehicles now. So it's going to be much easier to speed test cars on this map. And they did a lot of other things that I'm not going to point out because that's kind of going to ruin the update for you if you haven't checked it out already. But it's really good. That's all I'm going to tell you. So go ahead, check it out if you haven't already. It's extremely cool, and they're going to be adding replays for the live event soon. So if you own a VIP server, get ready for that because you're going to be able to get the limited item that came with the event really soon. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the updates that I picked out. And before you start commenting that I just picked these updates because I like them and it's all my opinion, no, I just picked them out based off the community's opinion on the updates and just based off information on the updates found on the wiki and stuff. So yeah, don't start getting mad at me, okay? And even if it was just my opinion, these updates were good either way. Like, everyone has to agree. All of these updates were pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Tell me in the comments if you guys want me to make more videos like this because I really enjoyed making this video. It was really fun gathering all the information on these updates, and it was just super fun making this video. So tell me in the comments if you guys want to see more videos like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed it or you found it helpful in some sort of way, please consider leaving a like and maybe even a subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you guys all in